Hey folks, Keith with 93 Lumber, coming back at you with another beer. This is Twin Elephant. It is their Inspire Hope. It's a double dry hopped American India Pale Ale, 7.6% alcohol by volume. It also has Colorado Spruce tips in it. I like Twin Elephant because they do the malt, the hops, the yeast, and any additions on the can. So malt is pale crystal dextrin, hops Nelson Sauvin, Galaxy Eldorado, and the yeast is English ale yeast, and then the addition is the Colorado Spruce tips. It was canned on 12/9, which was 2 days ago. I think today's the 11th. I don't know. It says Spruce Willis on it. Full transparency, I had this beer yesterday because I went on Katie's doing a work thing where she has to work at a different store, and she was working there. It's like an hour and a half from here. So she, when she goes, if she has to work more than one day, she works back-to-back days and stays over. And so she had to stay over last night, and I decided to do a little beer thingy yesterday, and so Twin Elephant was one of the stops. And when she got out of work, we opened one of these because it was like the only beer that we had, or that I had. So, but yeah, looks like a hazy IPA. It is butternut squash-y, maybe a little lighter than that. But yeah, I think I get a very slight shadow through it. That's less than a finger of just an slightly off-white. I can't tell. Yeah, that's off-white. Let's see what it smells like. So it is very dank, piney, resinous. Isn't there? There's I don't know. I feel like I'm getting some very subtle fruity characters, like a little bit of citrus, a little bit of typical thingies. But yeah, I can't tell if that's the hops or if those are the spruce tips, but it smells awesome. And obviously when we drank it last night, I wasn't paying attention to it other than I thought it tasted good. So I'm gonna dive a little deeper into it. Cheers. So yeah, this is super fresh. I might hold on to a can, or maybe I'll go get another 4-pack. Just to see if it opens up a little bit, because I know sometimes super fresh IPAs like this can come off a little I mean, this is really good. It does have a little bit of that. It is double dry hop, so I am getting a little bit of that chalky, that bubblegum powdery kind of thing. I remember getting the spruce tips a lot more last night. In this, they're more on the back end, like in the aftertaste, which is super nice because I love that flavor. So I will take it any way I can get it. But also I was exhausted yesterday from driving around, and it was like the first time in a long time that I like went out like that. So it was like emotionally and physically and mentally exhausting. Yeah. Like, it's just like that spruce tip thing in there is basically the only like real flavor I'm getting. Like the rest of it is just kind of green. Like it's just like green, hoppy greenness, bitterness. And I don't mean that in a negative way. But also one of the reasons why I want to try this like later down the road to see if it evolves a little bit. Because it is hyper fresh. It's like 2 days or 3 days old. I can't remember if today's the 11th or the 12th. I don't know. I think they released it yesterday. I think they released these cans yesterday. So, yeah. I'm only getting a little bit of that like thing that I get with IPAs. So I chug this all day. Of course, after I say that, the last sip just kind of clogged me up. But I think this is really good. I do think that this could probably use like a week or 2 or 10 or something. But you know, or maybe my palate is just off today. I don't know. Trying not too hard to pull stuff out of it because I could, if I think it's in there, I can pull it out of it. So, yeah, it's still a little green, but it's also still awesome. Usually with beers that are too green, they're like over the top too green, and they need time to settle out a little bit. But this one is, perfectly drinkable. Yeah. I'm surprised that I'm not getting like to the point where I think it might be me, but I'm not really getting any sort of fruitiness or anything. It's just very green. And now I'm like doubting myself, and now I'm like hyper focusing on shit. I mean, I guess there's very slight fruity things, like very slight, but I don't know. It's good. I'm just going to leave it at that because I enjoy this beer and I love spruce tips, and I'm not going to talk shit on a beer that has spruce tips in it. I mean, if it was like really bad, I would, but it's not. So yeah. Go get you some Inspire Hope from Twin Elephant. In like 2 weeks. So yeah, hope you're all doing well. Taking care of yourselves, taking care of each other. You can like this video if you would like to. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. You can follow me on Instagram at 93lumber. It's spelled out 93lumber. We'll see you in the next one.